I'm Justine Finlay. I'm the Managing Director of Wightons Lawyers. We've been really proud to be able to help peace of mind and their families in relation to their wills and estate planning, particularly at a really difficult time when they've just had a diagnosis.
I'm Emily. I work at Wightons Lawyers. We're a law firm in central Geelong. We've been here for about 130 years. We practice in a wide range of areas, particularly wills and estates and powers of attorney, conveyancing, family law and broader commercial matters and litigation as well. So we first became involved with Peace of Mind about 3 or 4 years ago because it's a great way to give back to the community. When they've been diagnosed with something where Peace of Mind becomes involved, it's a hugely emotional time for them, and anything that we can do to make it a little bit easier on them and their families, we're always happy to help out. So we like to help members of the community in a number of different ways, particularly where someone has been diagnosed, getting them in to do their wills and their powers of attorney to make things easier. Further down the track, we also help the families with estates and guiding them through that process, helping them obtain grants of probate and administering the estate, dealing with properties, all sorts of aspects, and trying to take as much as we can off the family's hands to make it a little bit easier for them. It's important to have your affairs in order because, particularly with brain cancer, it often can affect your capacity the further that it progresses. So once your capacity gets to a point where you can't make decisions anymore, you really need to get your will done and your powers of attorney in place before you get to that stage. It will ensure that your estate will be distributed how you want it to be. If you don't have powers of attorney in place, there may not necessarily be a person who can step in and make decisions and enter transactions and deal with your assets on your behalf. And so it's really important to have them in place to ensure that your family and your friends can deal with things for you without the necessity of applications to VCAT and going through that process. Having a will in place and powers of attorney as well is a way to look after your family when you're not there and make things easier for them down the track as well. When someone dies without a will, you have to jump through a lot more hoops. So if you don't have a power of attorney in place and house needs to be sold, no one can sign that contract of sale on your behalf. It means somebody has to make an application to VCAT for an administration order, which is essentially like a court-appointed power of attorney. It might not be the person that, if you had capacity, you wanted to be appointed as attorney who actually ends up in that role. There's so much unknown about, the future and how treatment is going. If you know that you've got that in place, you're looked after, your family's going to be looked after, it's just a big relief to make sure that everyone is all sorted. We're happy to support Peace of Mind patients and work with Peace of Mind collaboratively. We offer wills and powers of attorney to Peace of Mind patients complimentary and do as much as we can to take a weight off their shoulders and make it as easy as possible for them.